You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. All right, people. Y'all know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Live, uncut. We got a very, very, very interesting topic today. But you know, before I began to talk about the topic, I'd like to give some shout outs to some of my favorite followers. They come in and they show love, they spread love, they comment, they inbox me, they message me. Hey, that's a blessing, people. That is definitely a blessing. That is a blessing. I want y'all to come on in and we're going to talk today. I'm going to put in the call-in number up, and we're going to talk about a subject, a sensitive subject. Good evening, Keisha. I see you, Keisha. I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you. Who else I see? Let me put this up. I want to pin this number up real quick. All right, pin this number, then I can get hollering out y'all names. All right. Loretta, what's up, Loretta? I see you. Gilda, what's going on? Denise Bradley, P.T. Roberts. J.D., what's up? What's up? J. Moore Harris, what's going on? I see you, I see you, I see you. My brother Nathan. Nathan, what's up, man? This is going to be a good one, boy. Walker, what's going on? This is going to be a good one. Henderson, what's up? Stanlow Henderson. Marie Cunningham, what's going on? Is that Buffy? Let me see. Did I get that right? What's up, Tiffany? Luxury Lash Walker, I see you. I see you. That Michael Randolph, shout out from the Road Park Projects. And okay. Okay, all right. Renee Jackson, what's up, Renee? Miss Smith, what's it, Furniture of Virginia Beasley. All right, it's showtime, people. Sharice Rice, Veronica Tramiel, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly now. From, what's that, Lafayette, Mississippi. Jackie Taper, what's going on? Sandra Wallace, what's going on? Caroline Cruz. All right, people, come on in. We're going to talk. This is going to be a good one, boy. This is going to be a good one, and we're going to talk about it. Now, don't y'all get on here cussing and fussing now. We're going to have what's up, sister? Tangi Watson, Joe Johnson, Renee Jackson, Gordy, Miguel. All right. What's that? Antoina. Let me see. Edwina, what's up? I'm sorry. All right, Stephanie Smith. I see you. My boy Reggie Moore. What's up, Reggie? That's my homie, man. We met on the battlefield. Ellis, what's going on? All right. What's that? Sandra Wallace. I see you. Hey, man, listen. We're going to talk about this. Is a real subject. Melanie Glenn, what's going on? Tanya White, what's going on? James Brad, what's going on? Listen, people. Now, y'all know this subject is going to be a good subject. It's definitely going to be a good subject because what's up, Rhonda Baldwin, Shanette, all right, Crawford, Banks, Shaunanet, I think I'm pronouncing that. Boy, y'all going to beat me up pronouncing these names. Glenn Scott, what's up? Danielle Fleming, okay. Man, y'all going to get me pronouncing these names. I tell you, this is live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is. What is it? Live, uncut, unedited. What we do here, Tell people. the truth and shame the Lola, devil. what's up? Tell the truth and shame the devil. Now, listen. This is a real serious, sensitive conversation. My brother Tory Lowe from the radio station in Milwaukee. The brother walks to Chicago every year, once a year. I think it's about his 11th year doing this. That brother is powerful. Y'all talking about somebody with integrity. That brother has integrity. I'm telling you. That brother is real. Real. When I say real, Tory Lowe, y'all ought to follow that brother. That brother is somebody to follow. I tell you, if I'm gonna be like somebody, that's one brother I would never mind being like that brother. I tell you, what's up, Lisa? Alicia Perry, I see you. All okay, Veronica, you in Chicago? He said, I'm in Chicago, need my picture. Okay, you got to inbox me where you gonna be at. I'm gonna be, I'll be hitting, viewing back and forth, but I'm not hard to get. Okay, all right, people. That's my brother, Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe, that's a good brother, people. His integrity is on point. I can't speak loud on some other people, but that brother, I can put my life on the line. That's a real brother there. Damon was a Caesar. What's up, brother? Trey was that Tree Ray. All right, people, let's talk. I need a caller. I need somebody to come on call in. Let's kick it off. Let's just kick it off. Now listen, I'm not here to bash women. No, I'm here to bash men, but I'm here for one thing. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's it. That's all what I'm here for. That's it. That's it. Miss Campbell, I see you. Tanico James, I see you. Campbell, I see you. I see you. So, ladies, this is live, uncut, unedited. I don't have a script in front of me at all. Listen, I don't even have a radio break. But we're going to talk about this. Come on, people, let's talk. Come on, call me in. These women having sex with everybody. It only costs $40. Okay. Is it that much? All right, I'm just joking. That's a joke now. Don't get mad at me. All right. Let's get it in. Brother David McDonald, we miss you on the Zoom call today at 7 o'clock, man. I know you're on vacation. That's a good brother. That's a good spiritual brother. Brother cut hair in Inglewood for the homeless people. Not only for the homeless, anybody. Don't charge 1 penny, 1 dime. Don't take no tips. That's my brother David McDonald. Brother, keep praying for your brother. I need it. Senor, what's going on? Live Uncut. All right. We got a call. We got a call right here. Live Uncut. Where you calling from, caller?
Nashville.
All right. Okay. Where you calling? I ain't hear that because I got this ear. Let me turn this earpiece down. What'd you say?
Nashville.
Nashville. All right. Come and talk to us now. Daughter, 18 and up, should she walk around her house, which is her mom's house, and her boyfriend come over or he stay with her? Should she be walking around the house half naked? Come on, talk to me.
That's the absolute no. It boils down to having respect and for your mom. And I think the problem is there's no more real mamas or big mamas gone. Because Big Mama wouldn't allow that in her house.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Now, what if the young lady like to dress half naked and going outside?
I don't believe in that either.
Okay, what I'm saying, I understand. If she lives in the house, the boyfriend a frequent visitor, he stays there, but she dressing up, getting half naked, and finna go on outside. What's up with that?
No respect. Obviously, you don't have any respect for your man. You go out like that. You trying to show the world everything you got. I mean, your man is there at home. Show out for him.
What if they don't have a man?
If they don't want a man?
No, what if they don't have a man and they dressing half naked?
It's still about respecting your body. You don't have to parade around town like that.
But what if they want to show their new tattoos that they got on their tramp stamp, they got on their back, they got on their, what do they want? I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking, so don't be mad at me, please. I'm just.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
I come from a different cloth. To each their own, but I personally don't want to see all that.
Okay.
And it's just, as a woman, to see another woman like that, it gives me shame.
All right, can I ask you a question? And I want you to be honest with me.
Yes.
How did you dress when you was a teenager?
Skirt past, it had to be a certain length.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, my mom and my grandma did not play that.
Now, did you ever do this as coming up, being a young lady? Now, I've known the young ladies, they leave out of the house dressed up nice, but then they got their change of clothes in their book bag when they get around their
Oh no,
girlfriend. You ain't never did that?
no sir.
Oh, okay. You all right, girl? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. But my thing is, now, I want to say this. You got some men, I'm a man. I have been in conversations where men have had sex with the mother they dating and with the daughter. We're not even talking about the underage daughter. I'm just talking about the grown daughter. That's dead wrong for men. You have some men out here, may be a good man to you, but he got a problem. He's looking at the daughter. He's looking at the daughter. And
Well,
I've
it's a two-way street.
okay. Well, who's at fault? Let me ask that.
I would say both because first of all, he shouldn't even have that opportunity. If you don't have any respect for your mama and yourself, then that's a whole nother ball game right there.
Okay, I got a Milwaukee customer. That might be Joe. Hold on. Hey, caller, where you calling from?
Calling from Milwaukee.
Okay, hold on, caller. I got me a caller from Milwaukee customer. I'm talking about customer, a listener. Okay, sister, my original talker. Hello.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
go ahead. I don't think I hung up on nobody. Did I hang up on somebody? I think I hung up on a Milwaukee. Call back Milwaukee person. Go ahead, my sister. Go ahead.
But yeah, it's that's a whole nother ball game. It comes down to having respect for yourself. But some women look at it as if you weren't raised with those values in the first place, that's how you gonna look like. It's like he's game. You're going to get your mama for her man because you don't have any respect and you don't care.
Mm. So
It's just certain areas you shouldn't even go to. That's an absolute no.
So you said both at fault. You saying the man is at fault and the grown daughter is at fault
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
Okay.
both. It's a two-way street because he couldn't get there unless you let him.
Mm. Okay.
Unless you want it, or in the other case, wait. But if she's consensual to it, so
Wow. Well, let me ask you a question.
no
Have
respect.
Have you ever heard of a case like this?
Where a man goes to the mother
Right. Well, the
and the
mother.
daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You ain't got to tell me who
my
now.
father was one.
Uh-oh. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, he was a Rolling Stone.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. That is sickening, man. That's Lord in the low. Man, if you out there listening to this, if that woman allow you to come in her house, no matter if her daughter is grown or her son, because nowadays they want the son too. So I should have put
yeah,
that up there too. They want the son and the daughter. So it don't make no difference.
yeah. Their wolf is sheep clothing,
Mm-hmm.
and some women are so desperate for a man, they will close their eyes and let the man come in there and just have their children, just
Mm.
to say that they have a man.
Mm. And you know what? People don't like to talk about this subject. I guarantee you, somebody that's on this live right now, that's listening on this live, that's going to listen to it, they know of a case just like this. We're not talking about
Yeah,
rape right
because
now.
that's how we were taught
Mm-hmm.
that you don't bring your business outside. What happens in the house stays in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's got a lot of people, especially black people, messed up because they have mental problems from that.
Mm-hmm.
They were raped and molested and everything else.
Mm. Wow.
So what happens in the house, stay in the house. That's
Mm-hmm.
how they live.
Mm-hmm. I call them family secrets.
Oh
Family
yeah.
family secrets. And a lot
And
of
it's bad because the family is the first closest to you. Then a stranger,
Right.
it be your own family member.
Right. Right. So daughters, with your beautiful body, don't be parading around there half naked in front of your mama, husband, or boyfriend. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. That's a no-no. And you know, some people blame it on alcohol. I was high, I was drunk. I laid there and I woke up and he was on top of me and we just went on. You know, come on now. Come on. Let's have some integrity, some respect for the house.
Right.
You know, and this thing is terrible. I've always had a integrity about myself. I said, you know what? If somebody nice enough to let me in their home, I would never violate their children, their daughter, grown or no grown. Never. Never. That's just you gotta have standards though. You just got to.
You have to watch your children too.
Yeah, you have to watch. I'm telling you, people, it's real out here. You got to watch them. You got to watch the females and the males, both of them.
Oh yeah.
Spending nights over and all that. You got to watch. You got to leave that room door open, so you might have to get up and do frequent visits. I'm telling you, parents.
My mom had 4 girls. We weren't allowed to spend the night over nobody's house.
Yep.
No.
So they wasn't going. And another thing, would you allow your little daughter to sit on a grown man's lap, any man's lap? That's a no.
Oh, no.
I never.
I have a son, and I didn't allow that.
Mm-hmm. I don't allow that at all. At all. Uncle, nephew, cousin, don't make no difference. That's not
Family,
going to happen.
friends.
Not going to happen. You got to watch it. You just have to watch it because children are innocent and they can be taken advantage of and don't know how to express themselves and be afraid. See, we don't want to talk about this in the black community, but it's happening every day. People, it's happening. And when you, listen, when you grow up, people's minds be messed up. They don't trust, they have trust issues.
That movie, Woman, Art Thou Loose, is a good example of that.
And, you know, and I'm going to tell you, back in the crack era, back in the 80s and 90s, some parents were selling their children to the dope man, giving them up, turning a blind eye. I'm telling you, some of you right now that was born in the 80s and the 90s, you know what time it was. You know when mama dropped you off over so-and-so house, what time it was. Hold on, sister, got a call. All right, caller, where you calling from?
Calling from the south side.
Okay, hold on. All right, my dear sister, we got another caller. Just hold on. All right, caller, go ahead, my brother.
How you doing, brother? I just want to thank you for what you do for the black community, and I ain't gonna hold you up too long. But as far as a woman walking around naked around her husband,
No.
boyfriend,
No. That ain't that's it. Let me straighten you out. We talking about a woman, a daughter walking around her mother or a husband, boyfriend, like that. That's what we talking about, the daughter, not the mom. That's what we talk about. But you can still comment. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking.
Yeah, that's way out of line, man. And then you get these parents that don't. They too lenient on these kids as far as being friends with them, allowing them to do stuff like that. Even being naked around another grown person, I feel like certain fathers shouldn't even touch their, be around their kids at certain times. Like there's a post on Facebook of a man kissing his daughter mouth to mouth, and he got a hand all behind her head. It's just certain things like that is inappropriate.
Inappropriate. Yeah, very inappropriate. So you see something wrong with that, right? If an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, even 22-year-old walk around half naked in the house, every camel toe, everything showing in front of her mother, boyfriend, or husband. That's wrong, right?
Oh, yes. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Any grown man in his right mind should see something wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you better watch it, man.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. Now, I've known back in the 80s and 90s where women have dropped their pretty teenage daughter off over to the dope man house and exchanged it for crack and all that. It's been cases like that. I'm telling you. We don't talk about that in the black community, but it's real, brother. It's real. It's definitely real.
Definitely is.
It's real.
Look at what happened to R. Kelly. You know, most of those parents was, you know, they was basically selling and soliciting and prostituting their kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's the same thing. He was the dope man, except he was a superstar and he was on a different plateau. So
Yeah. Hold on. Somebody said, see, you blaming the child for being unclothed, but you should blame the man who has no self-control. You must not been listening. You must just tuned in. Desiree, you must just have tuned in. You must
we're
have.
not we're blaming the parents for allowing that child to be comfortable enough
Right.
to even be in that situation, period.
It
started with the parents.
That's definitely started with the parents, you know. And it happened. Y'all don't want to talk about it. Some of y'all that's on my live right now, you know this very same thing that I'm talking about. It happened in your household. It happened in your household. Yes, it have. And I'm going to tell you, and I listen, some of y'all bringing these men in your house, and you think you the prize. You're not the prize. Your daughter is the prize. He in there looking at your daughter, lusting after your daughter. And you trying to pretend like, or your son. And you trying to pretend like you don't even see it. You throwing it out the window because he buy you nice things, he treat you nice and all that, but you know he's not really interested in you. He more interested in your son or your daughter. You know that. But you still allow him to come over.
When he started buying them gifts.
Allowing their kids to be going around different people, you know, like, nah, that ain't. Even different family members. You got to watch your family nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of people been raised by uncles and aunties and stuff like that, you know, like.
And it's real, people. And I'm going to say to any man out there, you are trifling. If a woman allow you to come in her house, her space, around her adult children, well, they're little children, and hold on, I got another call, y'all. All right, brother, where you calling from?
West suburbs.
I gave you away, bro. I already knew who it is. Okay, let me bring you in. Hold on. I ain't right. All right, callers. Hold on. Let me bring him in. All right, callers. I got another caller, and I want him to talk. He's calling from the west suburb. Come on, my brother.
Yeah, you know what? I was just talking with a young lady about this, and she told me when she's alone with her daughter in the house, they both walk around the house naked.
Mm.
And this is something that I guess women do with their daughters, maybe in a single parent household. This is just if the mom feel comfortable with it, you know, the child is comfortable walking around like the mom. You know, the child mimics the parent.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be like a slippery slope because if you feel comfortable around your child naked just in the comfort of yourself, what does that look like when family come over or when a man come over? You know, I was in a situation once where the daughter was taking the clothes off. This is a child, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But she was so comfortable, this is how they live. The mom had to correct her in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to do. Man, look how they living.
Mm-hmm.
But and I hope that there's women that come on here and are honest about that, about how they like to walk around the house nude and feel okay with their daughter doing it as well. Now, when it comes to a young adult woman, 18, 19, I've been in the house too, dating an older mom, and she got young daughters. Daughters walking around, no bra on, you know, no panty line. And yes, I have self-control, but at the same time, I think when a man sees a naked woman, at times there's just a unconscious response that happens, and you have to correct that. But I shouldn't even have to correct that. The mom got to check that versus a woman trying to not take accountability and say, well, it's on the man, he should have self-control. Well, if I see someone naked or half naked or I see their body parts protruding, I might respond to it. I'm not going to touch and grab it and want to taste it, but I'm going to definitely respond to it.
Mm-hmm. And let me just say this. I want to throw this in, brother. Women, okay. Now y'all know I love y'all. I got 4 daughters. 3 of them grown. Some of y'all women, y'all dress provocative. I'm telling you. Now, I can't tell you how to dress. I see where y'all dress. You got the print showing, and you know what? I'm trying to keep it clean. You got it showing. And if I see it, I know you seen it because it's on you. I know you looked in the mirror. I'm going to tell you, some of us men, don't get me wrong, we like to look at that, but we know in back our mind we'll never marry you. We'll never wife you just because of the way you dress. Don't get me wrong, we'll probably lust after you, look at your gorgeous body and all that, but you'll never go home to meet mama. Never. I just got to tell the truth. I got to tell the truth, and what? Shame the devil.
Tell the
Shame the
truth
devil.
and shame the devil.
But I'm just telling
Martin,
you.
I got a quick question.
Go ahead, bro.
I got a quick question, Martin. Let's say it's a young man with his pants halfway down his butt. They gonna blame the parents, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They gonna say, what happened in this man's household? He ain't had no daddy in his life. Someone should have taught him how to dress the right way and raise his pants up. But when it comes to a woman, we try to tell a woman what to dress like. We body shaming her and this and that. No, you got to learn that from home. Cover yourself up. Otherwise, don't be surprised at some of the responses you might get. That's all it is.
Let me say this,
Some
brother.
of them are looking for those responses.
Yeah. But let me just say this. When a man talk up under your pants or your dress or your skirt, and you listen, man, so many thoughts coming to my mind. A good girl don't dress like a bad girl, and a bad girl don't dress like a good girl. I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Go ahead.
That's true.
Hey, let me say one thing. Now you can't be judgmental based off of how somebody's dressed. You know, it's a free world. We in 2022 where people are eligible to express themselves in different ways. That's your thing. Just because somebody wears just because a woman is dressing provocative don't mean she's saying I want to be raped. But
no, we're not talking about rape. We're just saying, brother. Listen, let me just say this, brother. You got to have some respect for yourself, brother. If you are here dressing loose and these men, the men going to say something. You got brothers, man. Men. I'm talking about men. They see that. You walk around here and I can see your piercing through your on your clothes, piercing on your tits. Come on now. What message are you sending? That's all I'm saying, brother. Then I can see the split between your legs. What type of message are you trying to send? That's all I'm saying, brother. Ain't nobody that saved where they don't see it. Trust me. They see it, brother. Mm-hmm. Then when these brothers say something to them, then they gonna call them a pervert, a freak, and all that. But you advertising. You're marketing yourself a certain way. And I'm not calling you a whore or a prostitute. I'm not calling you that. But when we see things like this, listen, an old man fetish is a young woman. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth and shame the devil. Mm-hmm. That's his fetish. That's his fetish. But listen, young ladies, have some respect for yourselves. And also you older men. You know you can't do nothing with that young lady but give her your money. That's all you can do. Quit playing. Quit playing. Quit playing. I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Quit playing.
Hey, but look.
Go ahead, brother.
Sometimes that's all people want.
Yeah.
That's all a woman wants.
Yeah.
You dating her body, she dating your pocket.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. I call it another form of prostitution. That's all.
And Martin, we know that it exists like they had that mother-daughter rivalry where the mom be trying to compete with the daughter, and both of them be looking bad when you walk in the house. You don't know which one the mom or the daughter, like, they be competing. So a lot of this stuff go on, and some of the women, I really need them to be honest about this because we know this stuff go on. The mom dating someone as young as the daughter, be dating the daughter friends. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You come to date the daughter, the mom try to hit on you. So it go both ways too.
Listen, brother, I got some beautiful daughters, and they got some beautiful friends. I would never disrespect my daughter nor myself looking at her girlfriends and stuff. I don't want it to ever be said, brother, that my daughter's afraid to bring their friends around me because I'm lusting at them. I don't never want it to be said. That's an embarrassment to me. I can't bring her around, man, because my father, he going to be looking at him and trying to feel him. Oh, no. Brother, listen, I chop my hands off before I let that happen.
But let me ask you this, Martin.
Go
That's
ahead.
perfect, because I agree with you. I'm a father too. You know this.
Yes.
But if she brought her friend over and her friend was half naked, would you not pull her to the side and say, "Don't bring this girl back over until she brings the clothes on"?
I would tell her that. I would tell her, you, especially not in my house, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just certain. That's my castle. I'm not gonna let nobody violate. And I'm not gonna sit here and wrestle. I gotta control my eyes now in my own house. I gotta keep them looking.
Because
You
it
know?
puts you in a predicament, right?
Right. All right. I'm a
Or it
man.
don't even look right.
I'm a man.
Thank you.
I am a man. A man gonna look. If a woman, if you see a man walking down the street naked, you gonna look. I don't care how holy you are or how sanctified you are. You gonna look. You gonna look.
It ain't gonna be that kind of look.
Yeah, but you gonna look. Now, if you see that long
And nobody
thing,
talking
listen.
about rape or putting their hands on a woman. It's gonna throw you off, and you might
Listen.
you might be distracted.
You know, we tell the truth on this show here. Now, we tell the truth. Now, listen, we know what women fetishes are. We know we ain't gonna get into all that though. But you know, hey, we're not gonna get. We trying to keep it clean. We're trying to keep it clean. And I'm not on here trying to tell nobody how to dress. That's between you and your conscience and your God. You know, but have some respect for yourself. That's all. I know you want to show your new body art off. Some parts of your body should nobody be able to see but your husband and the guy you date.
right.
I'm just keeping it 100. I shouldn't be able to see the split between your legs like that. That's not cute. Don't get me wrong. It's desired to look at, but that's not cute at all. At all.
It's not healthy either.
At all. At all. So, well, Martin, you going off on the deep end. You going off. I ain't going off. I'm going off on women and men. Because man ain't got no business in another woman's house or in his house, and she bring her grown daughters around, and he looking and lusting after her too, and her son. That's a no-no. But it's real. It's happening every day. Y'all don't want to hear this, but it's happening in the black community. It's happening. And we all got to be accountable. That's just like me walking around with my print showing on my leg. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. That's bogus. I'm walking outside and I'm trying to pretend like they don't see it. Come on now. Men know what they doing. Women too.
That's why they put them gray sweatpants on.
And see, everybody thought that was my wallet in there. They were telling me they was going crazy over there. They thought I had them gray sweatpants on, jogging suit. Them was like, I'm just enjoying them on. I want to tell them, y'all, hey, listen, I ain't no tiger now. But listen, that was my wallet. I said, man, these women know there's something else. Tell you, something else, boy. But I guess that's what hey, it is what it is, though. All right. Facebook has not received video signal from this video source. Okay, let's see. All right, they might try to cut me off here. And we getting too deep here or something. I don't know what's going on. But go ahead, brothers and sisters. Y'all want to say anything? Come on, talk to me.
Man, I just want to say, man, you know, you got a big influence on the black community, man. You know, I don't think you are praised enough for the dedication you have on behalf of us black people, people like you, man. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, brother. Hold that thought. I got Dr. Sanders calling. I ain't heard from him a long time. My sister. Hold on, Dr. Sanders. Hold on. All right, y'all. This is a woman of God here. Dr. Sanders, go ahead. Hold on, Dr. Sanders. Hold on. Go ahead, Dr. Sanders. Dr. Sanders.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to sit back and just let you talk because you're a woman. See, you know what? Let me just say this before you talk, sister. Let me say, you know I love you and we love each other and we talk. And, you counsel me, I counsel you, we share each other. One thing I can say, anything I ever told you, I ain't never heard it come from nobody, no other source. And I thank God for that. I thank God for you. You're a woman. You're more qualified to talk to women than I am because you are a woman. Go ahead, my sister.
Your topic about the grown woman and
yeah.
Okay. It's kind of funny that you're talking about this because I just had a conversation with my husband a couple of days ago.
Okay.
This is what I shared with him. My next door neighbor, she has two young baby girls. One is 6 years old and the other one is in 6th grade. But the one that's in 6th grade is not, she's very nice, very cordial. But the 6-year-old, she loves hugging men.
Mm.
I told him, I said, although you may look like quote unquote granddaddy,
Mm-hmm.
there's an approach that you have to have with little kids.
Mm-hmm.
When I was little, I couldn't sit on my daddy's lap.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't swing around my daddy. I had to put on a house coat that went all the way down to the top of my feet. You don't walk around the house because even though it's a man or a husband, boyfriend, they still a man. Nature rises
Mm-hmm.
and causes confusion. Like in the same house, two grown women can't be in the same house with a man because the sense get all messed up. I'm sorry, Mark.
You got to, this is where we tell the truth and shame the devil, sister. Come on.
And so when you have little girls, your little girls, you should not have them undressed around your husband because he's still a man. And minds can play. Spirits can arouse. Because we're not talking about, look, you have to be so, ever so careful in how that scent is. I didn't do it with my children when I was married to their dad. My daughter, I put her in the tub. I washed her up in the tub. I dried her off in the tub. I put her undergarments on in the bathroom with the door closed. Privacy, because a father should not see, or a boyfriend or husband should not see his little girls naked. Now, we know when they're born as little bitty babies, but the thing of it, you still cover them up because they still have parts. People don't understand that, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he's going to look, he's going to wonder, and let's be real. His man of wonder. My late father-in-law said this in the pulpit one time, and I had to ask him a question or two, and I'm going to say it because everybody knew about it. He said he knew his wife when she was in a car seat, and he used to tease her with money. Several years later, he ended up marrying her. Go figure.
Mm.
So when you have your child, little girls are jewels, and they have parts that grow into development, and they're no longer little girls anymore. But you've got men who have hidden, sick, twisted, mental, hidden status from the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see A Day Late, Dollar Short?
No, I didn't see that.
With Whoopi Goldberg in it? It was on one of them shows. But in the movie, Kimberly Elise had her husband. And her husband was not the father of her daughter. So when she would leave to go to work, he would run up in her daughter anytime he got the opportunity to. Open game.
This is real story, people.
This is reality. And because she was so busy in her high-minded career, trying to be the best real estate, woman in there is, but her husband was run up in that girl, which caused her to have Tourette syndrome. She started pulling her hair out of her head because her mother was never at home when her husband got ready to run up in her. So when they went to the party, everybody got drunk. You know what alcohol do to everybody, tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
She said, oh, mama, you want to be all holy? Let me tell you what your husband doing to me when you going. He running all up in me, so I'm a grown woman now. She sits at the table and she's looking in the mirror. She's putting makeup on. He's telling her while he's running up in her, you a woman. When you walk around me, you're naked. You're showing yourself. You got to train your baby because you don't know who you got.
My.
This is reality.
It's reality. It's reality.
It's like woman outside me.
Yeah.
This is the truth. So when you have little girls, my ex-husband can never, ever say he saw my daughter naked. You know why? Because I didn't let her be naked around her father. And I taught her, don't play around your father like you're too playful. It's okay for a father to want to hug his daughter, but there's a way you hug your daughter. Because you're still a man. Curiosity kills the cat.
And should no man be out there wrestling with no little kids, no little girl fondling no kids at all either?
No.
At all.
Mark, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, my brother.
And Dr. Sanders hit it on the point. She hit it on the head. And just to take it a little bit further, just in terms of biology, like you'll hear about some women who get raped, and the rapist will say, she still came. And they're like, well, how did that happen if she's going through this traumatic event? Your body responds how your body responds. Just how someone could tickle your feet and you'll laugh even when you're in the middle of being extremely angry. So if you're in a position where someone is sitting on your lap, sometimes your brain and your body don't communicate with each other. So your brain is your body gonna respond. So it's not like all men are dangerous. You can't sit on a man lap or this or that. Every man is just a savage, is just gonna rape you no matter what. His body's gonna respond a certain way because that's just how bodies respond when they get stimulated. Just like a woman's nipples can get hard just from the wind changing or any little thing, and she has no control over it. So there's a biological piece there that we have to be mindful of, and as men, we have to be careful of that. So we don't even want to be exposed to certain things to be stimulated in that way and then cause confusion. How can you explain being hard? You can't explain that when someone sees that you're erect after someone has sat on your lap. But if anything sit on my lap, it might get hard. Not because I'm thinking about raping someone or this or that. It's just the nature of your body. Just like I said, just like you would get ticklish if someone tickle your feet, even if you're extremely angry. So people got to understand that, and that's, on Dr. Sanders' point, it was the reason why there was those 4 warnings to those men. Let the woman take care of this. Men do that. You stay away from being with your children a certain type of way because your body just responds. It has nothing to do with your intentions all the time. And people need to understand that.
That's human nature.
Exactly.
It's human nature, and in the hindsight of that, you have this is why women have to be so careful of what type of man they get with. Ask questions.
Yeah. Dr. Sanders, before you go further, I want to address something. Desiree Torres' son, she's just been going on, but I want to read this. She's saying all men are predators and no female is safe around them. And you agree. Are you admitting something here? That's her just talking. Come on. Yeah, I said the same thing,
Okay. How old is she, Martin?
I don't know. I don't even know who she is. I don't.
Okay, well.
I hope, matter of fact, Desiree, won't you call in? Do me a favor. Call in and bring some to help us out.
I don't want. Who said our men was predators? That's right. Well, this is why people got to get understanding. No one said that.
Listen.
That's when you flip words. But
let me just say something.
It could be the victim that's talking. Maybe it happened to them, so they're going to have that mentality that men are dogs, they're predators, because they was molested or raped.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's the thing is that if this young lady, I just hope it's not a troll just saying something to be saying something and behind the female's, profile. But if there are women or even men, we don't know. You can't accuse us of knowing something that we don't know. The point of the matter is be careful and not have your daughters, even your sons, because you got some women out here that are just as janky as anything else. Some, not all. That means, Martin, I said you and other young men are predators. I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put words in my mouth. If I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it. I don't have to. I'm 55 years old. I ain't got time to be going around and pushing with that. No one said that. It's having the teaching and the knowledge of what your children are exposed to. Mother Barbara McCool Lewis, our national supervisor woman, brought a hot message in May. She tore down there at our AIM convention. She walked the floor. She said, women, it's your responsibility as a mother to see to your daughters. Know what's going on with your daughters. Keeping your daughters in chaste, keeping them in order, and giving them wisdom, whether you're in the church or not. You are responsible. The late Bishop Carlos Moody said, parents, you are in control of your children. You control what your children wear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Bible teaches you to train them. Not be your friend, train them.
She said,
and if you don't know, Ask people that will help you to understand.
Desiree said that if you are saying a father shouldn't see his child naked, then you are actually saying, then what are you actually saying about men? The question she asked. Let me read it again. If you are saying a father shouldn't see his child naked, then what are you actually saying about men? That's the question she asked Dr. Sanders.
First of all, we know that when newborns are born, I watch my daughter have my granddaughter.
Okay.
Her father wasn't.
Hey, I need one of y'all to hang up. I got another call come. Just somebody, one person hang up, whoever it is. I'm going to let this one person in. Hold on, Dr. Sanders. Hey, caller, where you calling from?
Hey, I'm calling from Danville, Illinois.
Okay, I'm going to try to get you in. Hold on. Hope it don't hang up on nobody. Hold on. All right, I got a new caller, but hold on, Illinois. Dr. Sanders, go ahead.
When they're babies, we know they're newborns. They're blessings into the world because they're blessings. They're gifts from God. What I said, Destiny, whoever she is.
Desiree, I think it's Desiree.
Desiree, be mindful of how that man embraces your child. A lot of old school guys, you need an old school guy out here that could break it down for young women to understand because they're men. They can tell you a lot. My uncles never played with me in that manner. The only thing my uncle told me was to defend myself, but he never put his hands on me.
Mm-hmm.
Never. But he was mindful because, see, they come from the South. So Southern teaching was a little bit different than the inner city teaching. Not saying the inner city didn't have none. It's just the way of life in Mississippi. You just didn't do certain things. My cousins, I wasn't boy tumbling with them. We play softball. My cousins never ever put their hands on me. But my house, I was taught as a young lady what not to do with men because they have natures. And none of my cousins ever came on to me. Never violated me. And I understood when I became a teenager why. I understood. So if you have a husband/boyfriend, if he hasn't been taught a lot of things, it's a possibility your child may get, and then let me tell you something, Martin, it's to be factual. Kids they can't tell nothing until they get a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, cousin so-and-so did something to me. Mm-hmm. Daddy's friend did something to me. We hear it all the time, Martin. You've had it on your shows before.
I had it on my show before. Dr. Sanders,
you see what I'm saying?
Hold that thought. Go ahead, my caller from Illinois. Go ahead.
Hi, good night. I wanted to say that I feel like we're putting the focus on bad human behavior on attire. And I have to say that it doesn't matter what a child wears or anybody wears. If someone is going to lust after them sexually, they're going to do it regardless of what they're wearing. I believe what we need to go back to is teaching our children who is good and who is bad. We also need to teach our children that there are certain areas on their body that no one should be allowed to touch except mom and dad. We need to educate them on what's bad touch and what's good touch. We cannot continue to promote fear towards men or women. Stay away from this person. Don't dress around this person. Don't hug this person. That's wrong. That's totally wrong. We have to teach our children about their bodies and about what it looks like when someone is disrespecting their body and touching them inappropriately.
Okay.
I mean, that's the flip side to it. That's not an issue. Where's the argument? No one said anything that was, no one said that. This is why the Bible said all that getting understanding. So I agree with that. That's not an issue.
I agree.
Not a problem with that.
But I still say there's nothing wrong with being cautious. Nothing.
Exactly.
I'm just telling when I raised my daughters, and I used to wash them up, put them in the bathtub, but when I seen my daughters cross their arms across their chest, that was it. That was the last time. That was it. Then they began to recognize their bodies, and I said, that's it. So I had to give them that space, and that was it. You know, and I've always taught my daughters, if anybody touch you down here or up here, you let daddy know. I'm from a little kid. And, you know, sometimes we don't want to believe in a heart that people out here, it's people out here that would bring danger and harm to young people.
Sure do.
They would take advantage. They would threaten them and scare them and things like that.
Oh, man.
I got a friend. I got a friend right now. His own nephew raped his son, and his son right now is living a life as a female. You know, all messed up, confused in the head. You know, he was just confused. But we didn't know that. He didn't know it until he became a teenager and told me. So, you know, I knew his son and I knew his nephew. And we probably would have never thought that he would do anything like that. You know, so this stuff is real. And trust me, you don't know what's in people's minds.
You don't know.
We are not mind readers. We're not mind readers at all.
You're not.
We're just not. I'm sorry, we're not mind readers. You have to, it's the parents' duty to protect their children at all costs. At all costs. Because I'm telling you, we got the internet. They can type in sex. They get everything they want to know from the internet. And I'm going to tell parents out there, if you don't have that sex talk with your child, your sons and your daughter, trust me, you're going to tell them right. You're going to give them the right information. If they go outside of you and get their information, it might not be the information that they really need that will help benefit them. I'm telling you. And sex is real. Sex is powerful. People are sick in their mind. They are sick out here. And we're talking about everyday people that live, walk amongst them. We work with them. We ride the bus with them. We ride in the car with them. We on the lakefront with them. We work out with them. Got my Oklahoma caller. Hold on, people. All right, Oklahoma, hold on. Hold on, Oklahoma. All right, Oklahoma, come on, brother. Turn that radio down. Turn that Facebook down.
Hold on, I'm turning it down.
Come on now, brother.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
I've been listening to y'all tonight. Like, you know, why they want to label every man that's bad. Every is not bad. I had thought. What about say? Come just say, for instance, I was working for this company.
Brother, do me a favor. You turn your background down and put your mouth close to the phone.
I'm sorry.
So we can hear you clear because you're fading in and out.
I'm sorry.
If y'all want to call in, go ahead, brother.
I know this young guy, man. This young guy worked with the company where I worked at, used to work at back in Chicago. His wife died, so he had girls, man, that he had to take care of. So, but you just don't know the situation. He had to bathe them. He had to take care of them. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just how it is. You might be in that situation. I had girls. I gave them a bath and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? But that never entered my mind. It depends what people go through when they're growing up in a household. They may have been molested. They may have to deal with that. So now this is a trait that they carry. But I never had that type of mentality, man. You see what I'm saying? So every man is not out here to do wrong.
Oh no, we didn't. I don't think
no one said that. I don't even know where that comes from.
No one said that. You know what I'm saying? You know.
No, I'm just saying that like the list, like some of the listeners that called in was saying, you know, but you have to still watch your children, boys or girls. You see what I'm saying? You got it. You have to.
Well, let me just say this, brother. Most of the time, and this can be proven. When children are violated, they are violated by a family member.
Yeah.
Most of the time, by a family member.
And they're scared to tell you.
Scared to tell you. I tell you. Because it's real out here. We got some sick-minded people, both males and females. So we have to watch the males, too, as well. Because they'll try to get them, too, and turn them out. So it's some sick people out here, people. And we don't want to admit it, these deep, dark secrets. We don't like to talk about it. It's happening in church. It's happening on these jobs and happening in different homes. We don't want to talk about it. And like the sister said, well, what goes on in the house stays in the house. But some people never get hurt. They never get healed from these things that happen. They go in life and they have bad marriages. They don't know if they want a boy or girl. They all confused. They don't know.
Now, Martin, you made a point when you said confused. Let me take it here. If a lot of your listeners were not around when Jim Jones was on the scene, and Jim Jones did what with his members' daughters? He had the fathers sitting there saying that God told him to do this. And the fathers sat there and watched their daughters do things to Jim Jones, the one in Diana. A lot of your listeners was not born, so they wouldn't know. But you have men that will use even ministry. One preacher here, he's dead, that literally would seduce his girls, member girls, when they were 17 years old. And they said, oh, well, he's an anointed one and all of that. I mean, I could pull out some stuff in history. So if most of your listeners were not born until the 90s, they wouldn't know nothing about Jim Jones. Do your research.
Now, Dr. Sanders, I don't know what time you got on here, but I did say during the crack boom in the 80s and the 90s, a lot of their parents sold them children off to the dope man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure did.
I'm telling you, this happened in the crack. Brother, you can witness that. You was here. You was there. They listen.
That's right.
They didn't just say, here go my door. They brought the door over and left the door over. They know what time it was.
That's right.
Yeah.
They know what time it was.
When I was in the Catholic school, my girlfriend from Catholic school, we grew up together. I went to St. Ambrose, Corpus Christi, and St. Martin. But at St. Martin, I didn't even know that one of the priests was messing with the boys until I said, wait a minute, Father, who? What? I didn't know. I didn't know till they started coming out. But in your house, you still need to mandate your house.
Yeah. You have to. That's your
You
castle.
gotta mandate your house. I work as a social worker. I've heard the judges say, what happened to the parent?
Wow. You have to.
And everybody get quiet like a mouse, like, no. You gotta mandate control. My uncles, rest their soul, they were World War military men. They fought in it 20 years. And one thing that my uncle said, and I used to, they didn't have a lot of, kids hanging around, grown folk conversation. But when I would be outside, jumping rope or whatever, and I heard my uncle say, I dare nigga to mess with my nieces, I'll shoot the head off with a shotgun. He wasn't playing. Yeah. You know why? Because he shot a guy over $20 straight in the shoulder, and his whip, I saw it open, wide open, blood skeeting everywhere. So I knew he wasn't playing. He said, what sick, twisted so-and-so want to mess with a child? That's what I would hear those older men say.
Let me say something, Desiree. Nobody's on here pointing men as being predators. You just have to listen, you have to play it safe. You just have to play it safe. Listen, you just have to play it safe. You have to. Trust me. I've taught my children from a little girls, little babies, where they're supposed to be touched and not to be touched. And I tell them, and listen, they're grown now with the exception of one. Do they wear provocative stuff and tight stuff? Yes, they do. But they're grown now. So my point is, this is not to bash men or bash women, but we have to tell the truth because things are like, listen, this message that we're having over the air, over Facebook Live, right now, live, uncut, unedited, is going to help some parent. It's going to help some household to be aware, to stay alert. Do not be lured to sleep. You wonder why your boyfriend is getting up 3 o'clock in the morning and it's taking him 10 minutes to come back to the room. You don't know what he's doing. But you have to look at things. I'm telling you, this is real. I'm telling you, I'm a man. Take it from a man. I'm a man. Men talk. Women talk. It's real, people. This is no joking matter at all. At all.
It ain't.
Trust me. We got black women coming up missing. Missing. I'm telling you, nobody knows anything.
Nope.
So this is real. So don't take an offense that we saying all men are predators and they should be. No, I'm not saying that. Women, you got the right to wherever you want to wear. And guess what?
Yeah.
And men got the right to look at whatever they want to look at, too. You can't control their eyes. If they want to look at you like you a piece of two-piece spicy, that's when you can't say nothing. Because they can look at you like that. Or four-piece meal. Thighs, breasts, and whatever, hips, whatever. So that's their eyes. They can look, whether you like it or not. Well, you say, well, they looking, they can look, but don't stare. Well, hey, that's their eyes. You can't tell them what to not look.
You can't tell them what not to look at.
They can't get arrested for staring at you, at your half-naked body. I'm just telling you the truth. I got to be honest with you. Listen, people, this is where we be real at. Not like just, I don't like faking. Faking is just nothing. This thing that's happening. And I want to congratulate any man out there that protects his daughters. I want to thank you. And I'm not calling every man a predator and all that, but
Nobody even said that.
some people are sick among us.
Jeez.
They sick. They sick, brother. They'll go with their mama if they get a chance. They'll go with an animal if they get a chance.
You got to do it. You got to teach them. I just told my granddaughter she'll be 13 tomorrow. I'm like, you focus on school and your education. I don't see talking about no little boys because I don't even want to hear all that.
That's right.
I'm just from the old school. That's it.
And you know it. These young ladies at 12 and 13, 14, they got bodies like grown women.
Oh, Martin, please. You know, I was I'm with CPS.
Yeah.
If the parents want me to tell the trick on their kids, I'm the first one going to tell you. Your kids leave out the house. They're starting fights and all kind of stuff on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and they get to school, they change their clothes, they sitting up, popping their behinds all up in the classroom, standing on top of, your children are doing it. So my thing is, if you don't want to know about what your children doing, then you need to teach them.
Yeah, and listen, some of y'all parents, y'all guilty. Look at TikTok. Y'all popping with your little children.
Yeah.
That y'all are dead wrong. You are setting your sons and your daughters up for failure. Trust me. You don't know who is looking at your TikTok page and your social media.
Right.
You got freaks and perverts. I got a video, Dr. Sanders, and I'm scared to put it up because I know they're going to put me in jail. I got a video that a person sent me, I ain't going to say if male or female, that a guy jagging off right in front of their house when people walking by in broad daylight. You can see it, everything. I wonder, seriously, brother, this just happened. I got the video right now in my message. And the person that sent it to me, they said, Martin, I don't want my name to be mentioned. This is serious. Broad daylight. This man had a nice car. You could see everything. And she filming him. Went live filming the man. People, it's real out here. That guy, he got a problem. Now, what if he would have snatched one of those people that's walking by, male or female, in his car? You can see it, everything. You can see it clear as daylight. And I want to put it up so bad, but I said Facebook gonna put me in jail, and I don't feel like waiting no 30 days, to talk.
Well, that's going all that's circulating all over the world.
Yeah.
So they can't get offended by what you post because number one, if you look at TikTok, I see all of these young people be cussing and throwing up fingers and doing all kind of crazy stuff. And you think that your children are doing it. Okay, keep on living. Keep on living. And you want to know why your children so exposed. The girls now, they got clever because in college, they don't want to come up pregnant. I'm going to throw this at you. I just got through talking to my son, Daniel. You know, he's going to Iowa State. I said, these girls are asking these boys, do you know about oral sex? They're having them conversations. They're letting the boys go down on them and them go down on the boys because they don't want to get pregnant. Yeah,
see,
that's what's happening now.
We don't want to talk about that, though. We're not supposed to talk about that, Dr. Sanders. Right. Somebody said
it's probably a handful.
Somebody said, Martin, stop waving your hand like that. Y'all focus on the message. You focus on the wrong thing. Focus on the message. We talking about life and death. We giving some information out here that can save some child from being molested, save some lady for somebody messing with her daughter. That's what we doing out here. Y'all worry about my hand justice. Come on now, listen.
Right.
Dr. Sanders, I'm here to serve. I'm not here to be served.
Martin, they're not
I'm here
ready
to serve.
for that.
That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to beg your money out of your pocket. I'm not here for none of that. I'm not here for clout. I got it already. I'm not here for none of that. If I could just help somebody along the way, I'm good with that.
That's what the show is about, that somebody can learn from
That's right.
your listeners, and call in. They can learn from that, man. Because that's the thing. And I wasn't always. I mean, I coming up, I'm saying when I got older, I messed with females, but I'm saying I wasn't messing with their friends, their mama, or whoever I was talking to. That was just a no-no. You see what I'm saying? It's just certain, like you said, you got to have morals, man.
Got to.
That's all it is.
Just got to.
Brother, that's the whole conversation.
Right.
That's the whole.
Is morals, and there are people, Martin, I'm sorry, your listeners are not ready for this kind of conversation, but I guarantee you this, they'll turn around and something happens, they're going to end up calling you.
Put that man, put his picture up. He touched my daughter. He touched my son.
Yeah.
And you
See
know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
talking about?
See, you know, people, this is a warning for all of us. For those of, we got grandchildren. Some of us have little children. It can happen, people. None
That's
of us
right.
exempt. We have to educate ourselves. We have sick people. We got both males and females. You got women out here doing the same thing. We call them madams. They turning people out. They turn them out. They introducing them to this type of life, a sexual dark world, sex trafficking and all that.
Right.
So this is real, people. So we're not just talking about men, we're talking about women too.
That's right.
Bad. That sex trafficking is bad, man.
It
I pray
is.
for that daily.
And you got a lot
But
of young
it's just, man.
young girls, underage girls into sex trafficking.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Young girls. I ain't talking about the old ones. The young ones that looking grown. Looking grown. Got a body like they grown. Dressed up like they grown. Got tattoos all up and down their bodies and their legs and their shoulders and all that. Piercings
And they
and
think it's
everything.
cute.
And they think it's cute. And they don't even know they're being taken advantage of.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. And they monitor all of your devices. That's how you get those, different type of freaky deaky looking stuff that come on your, all up in your emails and all that. If you don't, I'm gonna say this, Martin, and I'm gonna cut you loose. So I got to get up and go take care of these senior citizens at Gen Care. Let me say this to you, listeners. You're taking what we're saying out of context. Do you? If you want your children to not have any understanding or being a teacher, then tell you what, stop having sex. That cuts out all the advice. Because at the end of the day, when your child, whether it's your brother, boyfriend, cousin, Pookie, Ray Ray, B-Roy, Papo, Skillet, don't you call Martin to come out to help you out.
Yeah.
I want you to remember, because when you demeanor a man that don't have no mess behind his name, you'll never match him in what he does by heart. You'll watch Wendy Williams. You'll watch all of the talk shows, the goofiness about who? Hollywood stars and they drama. You don't go after them. But then when it comes down to Martin taking the time to want to inform you, to help you, and what do we hear, brothers, on the line? Don't nobody help each other. We want to help you, but you get stupid. So guess what? Don't call Martin. Martin, if they call you, I want you to pull a name, let me know where they at. I'm going to ask them in their face. So you want some help.
I think they should be wanting to try to, we know we in the end time, they need all these new diseases and all this coming out plague, and these people are still living for the enemy, man. It's just, if I was a young person growing up, I would be dedicated like I am now to the Lord. You couldn't touch me, you can't kiss me, you can't do nothing, because it's just, it's words. It is words.
That's it. I'm telling you,
I don't want to catch nothing that somebody got that they're talking about just skin contact, man, with this monkeypox stuff, man.
We didn't even talk about that.
Sit there and be like, Lord have mercy.
That's another thing that we didn't even get into there. That's another thing to be talking about.
All these diseases, but the Bible speaks of it. And people are still falling into the enemy's trap, not even realizing it. Oh, it can't hurt. It can't affect me. Oh, yes, it can.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
You get a hold to it and see. Yes, it can.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
Hold on.
Ooh, this
Hold
world
on,
is in
Doctor.
trouble.
Yeah, hold on,
Oh,
Doctor.
yeah.
I got my brother on there from Joliet. Come on, brother Nate. Go ahead.
We have to teach our young people how to conduct themselves accordingly. It is our job as the parents to teach our young people how to act and how to conduct themselves. And if the young people see the older generation walking around doing everything sexually or any other way.
Brother Nate, turn your Facebook down because I hear an echo. You got to be having it on because we was just on. Turn it down.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Okay, turn it down, all the way down. Ain't nobody on here trying to make nobody look bad, but this is real. This is real. And you know what? Like you said, sister, they're not understanding the message. They're so busy trying to attack the messenger, and they missing out. There's some good food here.
They'll talk about all that dumb stuff on television.
Reality
shows.
If I was on here trying to teach people how to roll up, I have 1,000 people on here.
Mm-hmm.
We major in minor things that don't mean nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Here's a subject that we have that can save somebody hardship and headache and save a child.
Yeah.
This is what we can do.
Exactly.
We can save a child from being hurt.
Yeah, save a child from being hurt.
Yeah, we can save a marriage. We can save. You just don't know people. You don't know what's in the hearts and minds of these people out here.
No, you don't.
You don't know. The Bible said the heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Mm-hmm.
Who can know it?
Yeah, that's right.
The lowest thing.
Wicked.
The lowest thing that you can think in your mind that's dirty, there's somebody out here that's able to do it, that's willing to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No good thing dwell in the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling, this is real, people.
Y'all to help people and they don't want it. They just don't want it.
Listen, people, if you don't want this message, y'all can leave the live. I'm telling you, because it might be over some of y'all head. This is real.
It is.
Y'all worry about, they worry about me moving my hands back and forth. Lord have mercy, you missed the whole message. So busy watching me.
Hey, you know what, Brother Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why you need to listen to people like you, because you're going to always tell the truth and shame the devil. And I want to take my head off the Dr. Sanders because when she comes in, I know it's going to be much. Let's say my CTV, this is, you got to hear the message.
Hey, hold on. Let me check. Hold on, Brother Nate. Hold on. Let me check this troll here. Brother Champagne, whatever your name is. I don't do drugs. Never did drugs. No alcohol, no weed, no cigars. So you ain't never seen me on 31st Street with no rolling up no backwood. That's a lie from the devil. So you got the wrong person, brother. Put it on camera. Show it to me on camera where you got me rolling some weed up or something. I don't do drugs. And weed is legal. And I never did and don't want to have no desire to do it. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know where these people come from.
I don't know.
It's like the devil's business in this thing.
Yeah. One of them little young punks. That's what it is. Want some clout. So I gave you a few minutes of fame.
tell them to go fat Phaedra.
Well, thank you all for the
All right,
platform
thank you.
allowing me to come on.
Barney, thank you, Barney.
No problem. No
God
problem.
bless you, Dr. Sanders. God bless you. Keep you.
God bless you. God bless you all. You all have a blessed night.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
We have to stop. We have to stop pointing fingers at each other. That's what the
Brother,
is.
listen, you got haters, man. They can't stand it. Hundreds of people come on here and listen to me talk. They can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? They mad because, you know, I'm getting. Listen, people, let me just say something. I'm here to serve. I'm not here to get served. I'm not chasing your money. Some of y'all be happy if I was on here begging. You know that, Brother Nate. You done offered me money many times. I done turned it down.
You said no.
You know what I'm saying? So people on here trying to defame my character, brother. I'm scandal free. Trust me. Am I perfect? No, but I'm perfect in love for my brother and my sister. Oh, I'm going to definitely stay focused, but you know, some people need to be checked right away because I see I'm transmitting certain things. You know, you want to make me look bad. Instead of coming join me or trying to be like me, but you want to try to destroy me. That's the hate in you.
Instead of making a difference in the community, you want to complain in the community. Be a voice in the community instead of being in the back seat trying to tell people how to drive their vehicle.
Yeah. The whole message, like Sister Caroline said, the message is just to be cautious with your kids, around people, whether it be your family or friends, period. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the whole message. And some people have missed that. They so busy worried about what I got on or me moving my hand gestures. Really?
See, that ain't nothing but the devil. Nothing but the devil. That ain't of God.
People, we got to grow up, please. Those who, I hope this message today helped somebody. Trust me. I thank every last one of you guys for being on here. Thank you for your comments and all that. But these little distractions, man, y'all blowing me. You're blowing me. Trust me. I'm telling you, y'all just blowing me. Blowing me. Get your own show. If you don't like the way I'm doing something, just get your own show and do it yourself. And start talking. That's all you got to do.
And Martin, people don't understand. I've known you for like 4 or 5 years, and I know the person that you are. You're never that person that people are perceiving you to be.
Yeah. Then people, y'all see me out in the public, I speak to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't act arrogant or I'm better than you and all that. I speak. You see me at the gas station, I speak. You see me at the grocery store, you see me on the lakefront, I speak. You see me on the crime scene, I speak. I speak. No matter where you see me at an event, I speak. I don't think I'm all that. I'm just a plain young man from the south side of Chicago trying to serve my people and want better for my people. That's all what I'm trying to put out here. I'm not trying to go to bed with the women. I'm not trying to trick people out of money like I'm doing something. I ain't on none of that. Care less about your money.
You know, it's a late great Tupac said, keep your head up.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your head up. And, you know, don't worry about your haters, because the haters are always going to be around you.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is definitely crazy, man. I'm like, well, you don't wave your hand like, I mean, God, dog. I mean, they missing the whole message.
I don't know where that comment came from. So they thinking, oh, what they think were in their mind.
Man, people are sick, man. They're sick.
We have to protect our young girls.
That's it. Period.
And that's the whole message.
That's the whole message. Protect our children from relatives, whoever, friends, whoever.
Because I never, ever walked around my door half naked or anything. Yeah.
No. That's it. Hey, brother, listen. Brother Nathan, I appreciate you, man. I'm going to get off this live. And I'm going to do what I do, continue to serve my community, love on folks. I got another call. Oh, Lord, hold on. All right, caller, where you calling from?
Chicago, South Side.
All right, South Side. Hold on. All right, hold on, caller. Brother Nate, we got a caller. Go ahead, my sister. Go ahead, my sister. Talk.
Okay, I was calling because I wanted to reply to the young lady that called in. I think her name was Desiree.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to respond to that comment that she made, which I feel that is very, very negative. But in my personal opinion, I believe that someone evidently done did something to that young lady, in reference to what we are referring to or talking about, because that's the only way she would have responded to something negative with her negative comment like that. Because this, what you're talking about, is a real thing that it happens all over in every family. Somebody knows somebody that has done this and been through this. That young lady evidently has something that she's trying to cover up and hide the reason why she made that statement like that. That's just my personal opinion. I don't have to be right about it, but I think I am.
Okay. Hold on, sister. Live, uncut, unedited. Where you calling from, caller? Caller?
Hello?
Yeah, where you calling from, my brother?
I'm calling from Chicago, man. Man, I was messing with you, man. This champagne, the man.
Man, you can't do that, bro. You can't. This ain't no playing matter, brother. You know what I'm saying, man? Okay, I forgive you, brother. I forgive you, but you know when I'm on here, man, I'm serious, man. I'm trying to help somebody, man. That's all what it's about.
Sure.
I ain't trying to fill up
this
my
all
pockets.
Love, man.
Okay,
I love you, Mark,
okay,
man.
yes, sir. Okay, hey, no problem, brother. I ain't got nothing but love for you. I appreciate you calling in and doing that for me. And I ain't had to ask you to apologize. Man. You apologize on your own. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
For sure.
For sure.
All right, good night.
All right, good night. Hello. Hey, go ahead, sister. That brother, he called and apologized. He was just playing with me. I appreciate him. Okay. Go ahead, my sister. I enjoy what you were saying. Because you know what? I don't know that Sister Desiree. I don't know who she is. I don't know her. But I think she was missing a point where we was trying to bring out. You know, I wasn't trying to go down on women and go bad on women and men or children. Everybody have to be held accountable. I got one more caller, people. Hold on. Hey, caller, where you calling from?
This is Desiree. I am calling from
Come on, hold
Ohio.
on. I want you on here, too. Yes. Hold on, sister. Now, come on now. That's what I want you to do all the time. You're doing all that talking and thing. Come on, call in now. Talk to explain yourself.
This is just not what I do. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. Well, don't
now,
nobody.
What I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
Is I'm speaking from the aspect of someone who knows that childhood trauma and things like that need to be healed. Now, first I want to say to the woman who just was on, I ain't never been molested or in no situation like that. I grew up with my father in the household. My parents are still married, and I got older brothers. So I've never had to deal with no type of situation with being molested, abused, or anything by any man ever in life. So I'm not coming from a place of hurt, pain, like I've been molested. This ain't where this happened. Now, what I want to say is, when you teach a child from a young age that men are bad and they got to be careful around their own fathers, you are giving them issues that they are going to carry into adulthood that will affect every relationship they have with a man in their entire lives. Because what you're teaching them is men are predators and you can never trust them. That's what you're teaching them.
No,
and what
sister.
I'm saying is you cannot,
no,
you have
sister.
to be careful.
No,
yeah,
sister.
that is what you're teaching them.
No, sister. No, sister. No, sister.
Yeah.
If you know anything about this conversation, if you know any other cases, men molest their daughters, mothers molest their daughters. It happens, sister.
They do.
It happens. Why
It
you
does
think?
happen.
Hold on.
But
Why you? Let me
have
just
you
say.
molested-
Hold on, sister.
You
I'm
haven't
gonna let you.
molested your
Sister.
children, have
Sister.
you?
No. Can I say something? I don't want you to
Okay.
overtalk me now.
So all men
Sister, you're
are
not
predators.
gonna overtalk me now. You're not gonna overtalk me now. Okay. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna hear you out. I promise you, I'm gonna hear you out. Listen. I'm gonna say this to you, in all due respect, sister. Children need to be taught. Now, brother, you consider that bring them trauma against men and all that. Why you think the school tell children if your mama hit you, whoop you, abuse you, tell a teacher? Why you think they tell them that? Why do you think the school tell the little children that to report their own parents? So the whole thing, okay, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you talk. The whole thing, the message I'm trying to get out to everybody: protect your children at all costs. whether it's from their father or from their mother, whoever. And if you got doubts about your spouse handling your children, so be it, or vice versa. Go ahead, my sister.
Okay, but what I'm saying is I see this a lot. Like, you know, men, like, you know, yourself, we all like to get on there and tell women, you know, watch out for men. You know, they can do this and they can do that. They'll do this, that. When are anybody going to stand up and tell these men that they got, like you said, that men talk? That's what you said.
That's right.
Watch your daughters. Men talk. Yeah, but do you hold those men? Who's holding those men accountable? If you're listening to men tell you how they lust after the daughter of the person that they're with or whatever, who's holding them accountable?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Why the men are present. That's why that happens.
Let me ask you a question.
Holding them accountable.
How do you hold them accountable? You tell me. Explain that to me.
However you feel like it.
No. Don't get on here talking about no accountable. Tell me, how do a person hold a man accountable? You tell me.
You know, when you call them out on it, you let them know that is not okay behavior.
Okay.
You let them know that.
What you think I'm doing here? What do you think I'm doing here?
Yeah, you're telling us on your live. But
Okay.
If you saying men talk, that means you heard a man tell you something.
Of course.
Meaning, did you hold him accountable, or did you just hear it?
If you've been if you've been listening to the live, I said I have 3-4 daughters, and when I hear men talking like that, I don't like that, because I think about my daughter. If you could do it to somebody else's daughter, you'll do it to mine if my back turned long enough. So that's why I'm having a conversation. You're not going to hear a man have conversation like this in the public. They're not going to do it because most of them are guilty.
Right, but the conversation needs to not just be had in public. It needs to be had in private with these men who are doing it.
No,
that's why men think it's okay. Because
they don't think it's okay.
Need to hold men accountable.
They don't think it's okay. They don't think it's okay.
That's in that accountability. But what I'm saying is that this whole conversation, especially the lady from the church, Dr. whatever her name was, what she's doing is making the whole conversation, the accountability is being placed on the mother and the children. There is the accountability for the men. Who's having that conversation? When?
That's not true, ma'am. That's not true.
That's not true at all.
That's where you.
That is not true.
That's not true. That's where you perceive it, ma'am. That's the way you perceive it. That's where you interpret it. It's not true at all. So there goes. Hold on. She was speaking. She was speaking out of her own experience. She told you. She said, "My husband never seen that." So she was speaking out of her experience. That's her experience. Every experience is not like that. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she saw something in her husband. You know, so I'm just saying.
But you don't think that's a little reckless, telling mothers that don't watch their husbands around their own daughters, their fathers?
No, that's not well. If they got, I don't see nothing wrong with that. If that's
how you hug your daughter.
Right. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
But sometimes the father might have to be the only parent. Maybe something happened to the mother.
Right.
But now you done raised the child up that they don't even trust the father. That's reckless and that's dangerous.
Well, listen.
What we need to do instead is teach men to have self-control. Period.
Self-control, sister.
Women and children should be able to dress however they feel.
No. You can't. No, you can't dress how you feel. You can't dress how you feel.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Why not?
Listen, sister. Okay, hold on. First, Nate, let me say something, brother. Let me say something, brother Nate. Let me say something. First of all, I had when I was married, 3 daughters and 1 son. I never walked around without my underwear in front of. It's my house, and I paid all the bills. And I got little daughters. I never walk in front of my children naked. Never.
Yes.
Never.
And why?
As a man. Because ain't no why. It's because it's respect. No, it ain't that. That's a disrespect, sister. In my house. That's how I raised, and that's how I did it in my house, and it worked. And I got 4 daughters, but I got 3 that I raised, and they'll tell you. I could bring any one of them on here. 2 things that they know daddy never brought no harm to them and never advanced at them. Never. So that's how my household was ran.
But Right, but should your daughters fear that?
No, it's just out of respect.
When they do it?
Listen, I'm a man. Listen, sister. Listen, I'm a man. And I give them their space to give my. I'm not gonna walk around with my penis slanging around butt naked in my house, and I got little girls.
You know what? Like we know that. Like ain't nobody walking naked around in their house in front of their
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
This is really. I'm saying to teach your child to fear that their father might molest them.
Well, that might be the case.
And that's dangerous.
But that's not dangerous, sister. That's not dangerous.
But
if that sister,
that's the case,
if she felt something way, if she listen. Let me say this. Let me just say this. You got some parents, and I don't know if you married or single or got children. I don't know.
I'm married.
Okay.
I'm married.
You got some parents know that they don't trust their spouse who they were around their children. Yet they still in a relationship with it, but they do not trust the person that they sleeping with every day with their children, around their children. You got some parents, I'm telling you what they said, they just don't do it. That's that motherly instinct. They're not loose like that first. And
that's always going to be that thought.
That's them. You can't control how people raise. Go ahead, sister. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
Because I'm just saying, like you missing my point here. I'm not talking about their trust and what they feel, like her story and how she came to that place. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that we should be talking about creating a safe environment for children. We should be talking about teaching men how to behave, how to, like your child, you're supposed to protect your child. The child's supposed to be able to run to you for protection. And I'm talking about from a little child to a grown adult. So to teach them that they have to be aware because daddy might molest them, what you're doing is teaching them that don't run to men for safety. Don't run to no man for safety. And I know this to be true because I know women who are raised this way. And they don't trust no man because they feel like they all are dangerous. And I feel like if we can say that, because I know you're going to say, yes, some of them are. True. But at that point, shouldn't we be discussing how to teach men self-control and how to behave around women, or how to love, to show the proper love to the children and be protectors? Because maybe this is why men have trouble being fathers or protectors in their house.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
This speaks to a larger issue that's not being discussed here. Well, and accountability is for everybody involved.
I just asked you, what do you mean by accountability? You told me your definition was just tell them in private or tell them, you know what I'm saying? We talk that word accountability. What does it really mean? How do you hold how do you hold a politician accountable? How do you hold a police accountable? How do you hold a father accountable? How?
They're not doing their job.
Cody, if my friend is telling me that they are lusting after their daughter, I don't know what I might do, to be honest. I don't know, but they're gonna know that is not okay. I don't like that. That is not okay. They're gonna know that, and they also gonna know they better not never say that around me again.
Hold on. But
if you didn't portray that, you know what I'm saying? Then what does that say? Because you're complacent. You complacent, and complacent, you agree. If you ain't sticking on it, then you agreeing to it, and that's what that is.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
And that needs to be known because either you're going to try to stop the situation, or you just gonna say nothing.
How you gonna stop a situation that he told you what he did? Hold on, sister. Hold on. How you gonna stop a situation that happened already? First of all,
still, did you hold him accountable? Did you say?
How do you hold him accountable?
That's wrong.
I'm asking you.
And you can't even be in my circle if you lusting after children.
Right.
That's how. If you running with them and you still hanging out, then you saying it's okay.
Now who say I was hanging out with you? Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Let me just straighten out something. Hold on. First of all, you can't put words in my mouth. I'm telling you what I heard. I've not mentioned everything that happened, how the conversation came about, because men talk. That's what they do. And they say devious, dirty things. I'm a man. You're not a man. So you can't tell me nothing about no man. I know how we think. You cannot do that. I'm a full-grown man. You can't tell me. You could tell me about a woman. Okay, so I'm telling you. So don't assume anything. You ask me, did you say anything to him? That's what you do.
Yeah,
don't say that.
But when you ask me how can I hold him accountable?
I'm asking you. You using the word accountable.
If you held him accountable, then you would have had a response for that. You wouldn't ask me how. But my point
I'm
is
asking you, how do you hold a person accountable? See, we do that. We slinging this word around, but how you hold a person? You hear people say accountable.
Mm-hmm. Men got to check the behavior of men. That's not for women to do. That is for men to do. That's why we have the world is the way that it is.
What do you think? Okay, what do you? Okay, hold on.
Women going missing every single day.
Hold on,
Nobody's
sister.
standing up.
Sister, hold on. What do you think is happening here on this platform today? You think I'm alarming people? Hold on.
No.
You think that I'm not alarming women, letting know women how men think? I'm not telling people what's going on in these homes. I'm not giving nobody a warning. I guarantee you this message that we talked about today as a whole will help some family, will save some life from heartaches. I guarantee you that. It will.
I guess I'm coming from a point where I hear men always telling women what they should do. Do this. You need to do that. Do that. But when is men going to tell men what they need to be doing?
Men do that too. They do that. They check each other. Trust me. They trust.
Because I don't see it.
Well, listen.
Right now,
let me say something.
You're telling women and children to be responsible for this. You ain't never said that the man is tell Journey to stop molesting children.
Sister, come on now, sister. Come on. Was you on here from the start? Are you perceiving things? Or you just assuming things? What are you battling with? Well, you're listening, but you're not transmitting. You're not transmitting. No, you're not. You're not. It sounds like you got a thing against men. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like. That's what.
I'm married
regardless.
To a man, and I have a son.
Okay. I mean, you can be married.
That
don't mean that. No,
I ain't got nothing against men. I feel like
it sounds like that. It sounds.
You know what I got? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I think that the world treats adult men like they are adolescent boys. And I know that men have the same brain capabilities as every single adult woman or anybody else. They are so capable of controlling their own behavior. And I think men don't do it because the world allows it. Everybody makes excuses for me. And that's why they do it.
Everybody make excuses for men?
Yeah, I mean, or they don't bring it up. Like what I'm saying.
Come on now.
You said what I'm saying is
this conversation is way to the left.
No, because you're missing what I'm saying. You aimed everything at women. Women, let me tell you how to keep your children safe.
But that's what the whole topic is about. That's what the whole topic is about. How women are supposed to raise their young daughters.
Yeah, but
that's what they're not doing. They're not understanding that logic.
No, I understand. But what you're missing is that women are tired of living. We shouldn't have to live in fear of everybody on this earth. Okay?
When it comes to your household, you want to do everything possible to protect your household.
And fear
period.
Of men.
That means any man that comes to your household, they got to conduct themselves around your teenage daughter. Period. It's called respect in your household. Period.
We have to stop being taught we have to be in fear all the time. Women are already in survival mode. When are we gonna be able to get out?
Sister.
Now you're telling us to teach it to our daughters.
Of course. Sister, let me tell you something.
Stop, man.
No,
it gotta stop at some point. Like men gotta be grown up.
Can I
it's
say
time
something?
For y'all gotta be adults.
Come on.
Like stand with us.
Listen, first of all, let me just say something to you, sister. All due respect, my sister. Listen, men are men. Men are men. We think different from women. We're not emotional like you guys. You guys are emotional roller coasters on a lot of things. We don't think about emotions. Period.
That is not true.
Okay,
that is
hold
not
on.
true.
You tell me, hold on. Nate, hold on, I got this. So you tell me a woman is not emotional.
You know, I'm telling you, humans are emotional. We all have the same emotional capabilities.
Come on, hold on,
just
sister.
that men only,
answer the question.
Men are not.
We're different.
Are emotional. You're not different. You're not different.
Come on, sister. We're not on the same level. Women and men are not on the same level.
You know why, though?
Hold on.
Because
now,
y'all
can you agree with that?
Y'all don't process. Y'all refuse to process your emotions. Y'all got to learn to process your emotions. You can't just say we're different. Y'all experience sadness and happiness and anger and all that. Y'all just don't process.
Sister, you got listen.
Everything
sister,
comes out in anger.
Let me ask you a question. What's the difference between a male and a female? I want you to tell me. Give me a definition. What's the difference between the two?
A penis. That's the difference.
What?
A penis. Sex organ.
Come on now, sister.
That shouldn't be the answer to that.
That is. Because if you really want to get down, if you want to get down to it, a man came out of a woman, so they have the same everything. We should already know that. Like, I know we don't got to go discuss that.
Oh Lord, have mercy, sister. Ooh,
I don't know
Lord,
where she come up with that.
We are all humans. Before you a male and a female, you human. We have human anatomy. We have human capabilities. So to say I can't think right because I'm a man, that is ridiculous, and you should think more of yourself.
I'm going to pray for you, young lady.
Please do not pray no words for me.
No, please do not. You young lady, because you obviously
pray no words for me. I know. You
sound like you're very young.
All your negative energy right back to you. All your negative energy go right back to you. Do not pray for me.
And you need to learn something.
Do not pray for me, and I am not young. Okay? I am not young.
Well, I know I'm a lot older than you. So I know
no, I bet you not. I bet you not.
I bet you I am.
I don't think like you because I feel like I know that men are adults and men are capable. Men are capable of being the leaders that they want to be.
The Bible says
they can be the leaders that they want to be. Please get out of here with that Bible, okay? Don't come to me with the Bible, please.
You don't know God. You don't know God. You need to know God. You need to have a relationship with God. Men are fully capable
of being everything they want to be, but they can never be that if all we do is keep making excuses for them. We need to be behind them and motivate them to be better and do better. Instead of just saying, he a man. He's men.
I need to take this call. I need to take this call.
Young lady, and then you will have a better understanding, a better perspective about life.
Everything they want to be. And that's how everybody needs to start thinking. Men are capable of being great fathers, great husbands, great protectors, all of that. But they ain't never going to be that if we sitting there talking about they just men. They going to molest you. They going to do this. They going to do that. Nope.
Who said that,
That's all they going to be.
Who said that? Who said that? I'm a man. I never molest
you know what?
Hey, bro, Nate, I got this.
You know what?
Hold on.
Y'all hear me. Nate,
I got this. Nate, let me get this. I got this. Let's reel this back in. Because she's not perceiving it. She got some type of issue with men right now. I don't know what it is.
No, I have no issues with men. Stop saying that.
Yes,
I love men.
No, I
have no issues with men.
I can't tell.
I want them to be great. I want them to be great.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to be behind them to be great. I'm not going to support mediocrity when I know they're capable of greatness.
Oh, Lord. Hold on. Live, uncut, unedited. Where you calling from, caller? Hello?
Chicago.
All right. Hold on. All right. I got a caller. Hold on, caller. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hey, caller, where you calling from? Where you calling from, caller? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Where you calling from, caller?
Hello?
Yeah, where you calling from?
Chicago.
All right, what you want to talk about?
I just want to ask one question, Barney, because it sounds like a nigga, a man hurt herself.
Okay, hold on. All right, y'all, I'm back on live now.
Hello?
Desiree, you still here? I don't know if she hung up, but she's still here. Okay. Well, somebody call her. Well, any one of y'all call the new callers. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm calling back in because I know she didn't like what I said.
Okay.
Jesus, fix it, Lord, fix it, Jesus. Stop that. Stop that.
Okay, I'm listening. What you say? I'm listening. You ain't saying anything. Okay, my brother, go ahead. Go ahead, the male caller. Go ahead.
Hey, is she still on here, Martin?
I don't know if she's still on here or not. I don't know. She's welcome to talk if she's on here. I don't have a problem. I just didn't like her out talking me.
Hey, Desiree, is she still on here? I actually called to ask you one question.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I called before. I know she didn't like the statement and the comment that I said, but I said what I said. And I said I could be wrong, and maybe I am wrong. Maybe she hasn't never been molested or that subject touched her. But one thing I do now know that since she opened her mouth and said all what she said, the Bible tells you don't argue with a fool, and apparently you're foolish because you're talking a lot of nonsense. That is not what we were talking about.
Okay.
Definitely not.
What was the question you wanted to ask her,
We
brother?
weren't talking about that.
Brother, what was the question you wanted to ask her? My brother. Hello?
You talking to me, Martin?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. What was the question you had wanted to ask her? She's probably still on the live. She's probably not on the live, but she hear the message.
You know, Martin, I had lost my train of thought, and you had stopped being my track, so I wanted to ask her something, but
okay.
I was just going to share the book of John. The thief coming in, but to steal, but to kill, but to destroy. But I come that they have my life, and they have my life more abundantly. She clearly have some anger issues or something going on in her personal life. Maybe these things happened before she got married, and she have this overprotection barrier around her that she just reflected the whole narrative of how men supposed to be and how they supposed to be treated.
Hold on, brother. Live, uncut, unedited. Where you calling from, caller?
Southside.
All right. All right, I got another caller. Let me hear this new caller. Go ahead, new caller. New caller. Go ahead, talk.
Yeah, you listen?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead. Hold on. I want to talk to the new caller. This is a brother. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I need to fish some fish sandwich and something.
You what?
I need some fish sandwich.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Martin, what was that about?
I don't know what it is. Oh, my God. All right, Desiree, she's still here.
What is in the water tonight?
I don't know what's in the water. These folks, I don't know what's going on. Oh,
because it's not holy water.
But listen, let me just say this. I asked her what's the difference between a male and a female. She said a penis. I mean, come on now, sister.
See her right there.
Nate, let me talk, Nate. I got this. I'm like, come on now, sister. Come on now. See, she's looking at herself as equal as a man. I already know what it is with her. I already know what it is. I know what it is. Trust me. That's one of the problems. Trust me. And she sounds to me, and she's on this live feed right now, that she's harboring a lot of anger against men. Not necessarily probably against her husband, but against men. That's what it sounds like to me. And she's not humble because she tried to overtalk me, and I wasn't going to get into a shouting match with her. You know, like I told her, let me talk, then I'll let you talk. And it was just vice versa. We don't need to over talk each other. That's too much. That's kiddie stuff. I don't like that, you know.
Yeah, I didn't like when she made comments about the Bible. Don't preach to me about the Bible. Well, you need the Bible in your life.
Well, you know, some people don't believe in the Bible. That's their thing. Yeah. Oh, I think she's calling back. Here she is. Okay, hold on. Hello.
Well, shout match with her.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. You ready to talk?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. You loud and clear. Hello.
Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, this is Desiree. I'm back again.
Well, you hold on.
Because...
Hold it now. We're going to get some order here before we get talking. When I talk, I'm going to let you, I want you to be quiet. When you talk, I'm going to be quiet. Please don't let us, we don't need to be shouting over each other, okay? Can we give each other that much respect? Whether we agree or disagree with each other. That's all I'm asking you. Okay, I'm going to merge you in right now. I'm going to let you talk. All right, I'm bringing Desiree in. She back in now. I'm going to let her talk. Y'all hear her out? Don't cut off. Let her talk. Go ahead, Desiree. Go ahead, talk.
Okay, I want to first say I'm not harboring no anger because I don't have anything to be angry about. I never had an issue with being, like I said, being hurt by men, and I ain't never had a problem getting a man or none of that ever in life up until now. And since everybody want to know, I'm 45. So I'm not a child or a young person or any of that. I done been there. I done did that. This has nothing to do with no dislike to men. This has to do with the fact that we have to start addressing the entire issue instead of just stopping in the middle. So what I'm saying is, yes, children get molested and you do have to watch men around your children. But at the same time, if we just stop and say, mothers, protect your daughters, keep men out your house, watch your husbands, watch your fathers, what is that doing? Yes, that will protect the children, but we have to look at what it's doing to men. All men aren't predators. All fathers aren't dangerous around their daughters. Fathers can give their daughters baths. They can help them get dressed. There should not be anything negative attached to that. And what I'm saying is when you tell women, you're just saying keep your daughters away from watch all the men. That's just not the way. At some point, we have to start looking at the bigger picture. We can't just stop at teaching women and children to distrust men. We got to look at how to heal men, so we don't have to worry about this issue. I'm just saying you can't stop at that. Yes, that do make me angry because the world is getting worse. It ain't getting no better. Nobody's doing anything to make anything better. They're just making women more cautious. And like I said, we're already in survival mode from everything else that's going on, just all the years and everything else, just everything. Now they're saying, protect your girls, keep the men out your lives, and blah, blah, blah. All that doing is creating more fear, and there's no plan anywhere
can I say
to
something
how
else?
to fix anything. It's not the right move.
Can I
That's
say
all
something?
I'm saying.
Okay, can I say something? First of all, we didn't use the word all men are predators. We didn't use that word on here. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear that. And first of all, I know of a case where a woman and a man molested a girl at the same time. I know of a case. And I ain't just say that all men are like that. I've never molested my children. I've gave my children baths. I've never molested my children. Never. But let me just say this, too. Let me just say this. We have to be careful how we transmit certain things. You know, I understand where you're coming from, but it was about the safety of children. Either parent could be a person, a predator. You have some women is known to molest children, babysitters, parents. So it's not just for men only, it's for women as well. So we living in a not so good place right now in life, and where everything goes, you know. So my point is, it wasn't just to bash women. I wasn't saying kick men out the house. I'm for family all day. I'm for family. I never tell no, listen, when somebody come to me and tell me about their spouse, whether it's a male or female, this is the first thing I tell them. I didn't put you together and I'm not going to break you up. That's the first thing I tell them. I'm not in the business of separating husbands and wives and boyfriends. That's not what I do. I bring information. I bring warning. I know women are living under fear. We all are living under fear. We are oppressed here in America, but we have to be careful. Knowledge. We need to be aware of what's going on. I live in the city of Chicago here, and we have expressway shootings, random expressway shootings. We have shootings when people sitting in cars. We don't know what to think. You know, every shooting and murder take place here in the city of Chicago is not all about gangs. It's not, truly not. And I'm the crime chaser. That's my title. And I've been following crime for the last 5 to 6 years. So my point is, I'm not saying daughters not to trust their fathers, but they need to have information on how to handle the father, what to do and all that. Me as a young parent, when I was growing up, I didn't allow my daughter to sit in no man's lap. Their uncles, their cousins, none. I didn't allow them to spend the night over other people's house, whether they was relatives or not. I did not allow that at all. As a father, it was my duty to protect them with my life, and that's what I did. That's what I did. Now, when they get grown, what they do with their children, that's on them. But they can tell you what I taught, what I stood for. And I protected them. Trust me, with my life. And we had some rocky moments. Lights cut off, gas cut off, eviction, but I stood right there with my children. I kept them under my arm of protection. And that's what I believe. I'm a great father, still a great father. But I'm not saying that every man out there is a predator. No, I'm not saying that at all. But we have to be knowledgeable, because you do have some men out here, sister, they're sick. They're sick. And they'll sleep with an animal if they get a chance to. They sick. And you got some women out here, too, that's sick. They're sick. Sexually sick. They sexually predators. You got some women out here that's out here turning young women out to sell their bodies. You know that's real. Sex trafficking. Girl, I'm gonna buy you this person, get your hair done and all that. Just go sleep with him and he gonna give you $200. Come on, this women doing that. That's predatory. Go ahead, sister. I'm done talking. Go ahead.
I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, and you know this is one of the sex trafficking hubs. So, and you know, I don't know if you know, it's highly dangerous here, just like it is in Chicago. But I'm just saying that at some point, we can't just expect everybody to be on the edge of their seats all the time with fear. We gotta start talking about how to like our communities and good relationships and how to build those. We can't just teach each other to be afraid of each other.
Well, you know what?
And we can't just teach our children to be afraid of everybody. That's all I'm saying, because it did sound like, I just feel like the conversation, like y'all can say I was negative and I wasn't, because I'm saying that men are capable of more. But if we only expect them to be predators and this and that and not good fathers, that's all they're going to be. We have to learn to expect more from them, and they'll be more. We all have to get out of our negative thinking, is what I'm saying. Yes, be cautious. But we got to stop preaching that negativity.
Okay, but listen, sister, let me just say something. Let me just be honest with you. Why do you think we lock our doors? Because we think somebody going to come in unexpected. Why do you think we lock our car doors? That's the type of world that we're living in, sister. This is the type of world we live in. We have to think a certain way. We have to protect our interests. We have to.
Why do you think the world is that way, though?
Listen, the world is wicked. That's how it is. Everybody's not on the same page of thinking. Right to you may be wrong to another person, and vice versa. Everybody don't. You got some people out here, they into same-sex relationship. They don't see nothing wrong with it. Then you got some people that see something wrong with it. It's not right. It's not of God, and I'm not going to preach. But that's how people view things. You know?
Right.
So we all see things different, sister.
At what point do we have a conversation about how we get to a place where we don't have to be in our communities or in our house scared because this guy that we decided to date or our child's father, we gotta be like peeking through the door to see where he at because he went to the bathroom.
Well, that's right. You got to do what you got to do.
At what point?
But listen,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying is at what point?
That has to be proven, sister. If you listen, grown people go out to the club, have good time, drink, smoke. They might sleep with the guy on the first night. Grown people can do that. That's what they two consented adults or whatever they want to wait 6 months, 2 weeks, or the next hour and lay down with each other, whatever. Listen, our community is only going to grow when we change our behavior toward one another. There's a bridge between the old and the young. The young folks don't respect the old folks don't respect the young folks. You talking about 400 years of oppression. You talking about 400 years of breaking up families, sending the father over here, the daughter over there, the mother over here. This thing didn't happen in no one day. It ain't gonna be fixed in no one day. We have to work toward it. We have to, first, number one, how could you expect somebody to love you and when they don't love themselves? That's the first thing. That's the first thing.
But you know what? When I was speaking about uplifting men to be great, that is what I'm speaking about. Okay. Because if you preach that men are just predators or they not great, that's all they're gonna be because that's all they hear. They're not gonna have the proper self-love.
First of all,
they have to love themselves.
First of all, sister, the conversation was about will you allow your daughter to walk naked in front of a man? That's what the conversation was about. It wasn't about men being great and all that motivate. No, it was not about that. We were sticking with the topic. But the topic drifted a little bit. Then you came in. That's what the topic was about. If you go back and read the topic, he said, will you allow your daughter to walk in front of your husband or your boyfriend half naked? Now, I didn't even say naked, half naked. And that's what the topic was about. Then it drifted to this, drifted to that. It wasn't to make women look bad, nor men to look bad. We tell the truth on here. We say things that we think and we're afraid to say it. This conversation that you're hearing right now, you don't hear nobody talking about on no radio waves. Not in no public radio, maybe in the private, on iHeartRadio, I don't know, because I don't listen to every station. But people don't want to talk about necessary conversations like that because they're in denial. It happens. It happens, sister. Yeah. Warning becomes before destruction. We have to be, somebody taught me about this. Somebody told me how to speak to my daughters about sex. I was intimidated talking to my daughters about sex. I was very intimidated. And when I came to each one of my daughters to talk about sex, when they got teenage, she said, oh, I knew you was going to do it one day. I'm ready for it. That's what my daughter told me. And I was, man. And one of my daughters said, well, Dad, I don't feel comfortable talking to you about sex. And my response was this. I need to know if you know how to protect yourself. I don't want you out there having sex. But if you're going to do it, I need to know if you know how to protect yourself as a father. And that's what I told her. That's exactly what I told her as being a male figure as a father. And that's what I told her. Because I need to know if she know how to protect herself. I didn't want my daughter to have a one day of pleasure and a lifetime of medication. I didn't want that for my daughter. And with me getting all this knowledge and information, I had to pass it down and give it to her. I'll give you another example. Yeah. And I know you ain't into religious stuff, but I went to church with this family. I had my family. And this particular person, their daughter sung in the choir. I mean, a perfect role model daughter. But what happened was she wound up pregnant. And he was so disappointed. He said, man, I raised my daughter up in church, and she never had experience. And I said, brother, your daughter is a female. Regardless if she in church or not, she have feelings. Things can happen. You have to educate your daughter what's going on in the streets out here. She may not be in the street, but you have to educate your daughter to what's going on in the street. This can happen. If a guy pull up to you and asks you to get in his car, you got to tell your daughter, don't do that. Say, no, thank you, sir, and keep going. Things like, go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
No, I just want to say I have a daughter also, and my daughter is 24.
Okay.
So I also have my daughter's 24. She has a degree. She don't have no children. You know what I'm saying? She's doing very well. Mm-hmm. But I also am married to a man that's not her biological father, and he has never did anything to her. And I do. I just feel like all experiences aren't bad when you're dealing with step parents and stuff like that. That man came into our lives. I'm telling you, he just did what the bio fathers never did. He's a great man, and I feel like all men are capable of that. If one man could be great, all men could be great. And I just don't want people to think like there's women out here who won't have relationships because they fear that any man they let in the house is going to molest their daughters. And I just feel like they also need to know that all men don't do that. So, and it did. I called back because y'all are saying that I dislike men and I'm angry. I'm not angry. I love them and I want them to be treated like humans and so they can be great is what I'm saying. So y'all, all the things that y'all are saying about me, which I feel like is wrong and disrespectful.
But your tone, sister,
like y'all can stop
your tone.
Yes.
But see, your tone, sister, your tone, it says one thing, but your mouth says another
passionate.
thing.
It says I'm passionate. My tone says I'm passionate.
Right. Yeah. You know, then you didn't even you want men to be great, but you didn't respect me. You didn't respect the platform. You tried to overtalk me. You know, I allowed you to come on my platform. I mean, you want men to be great, but you didn't give me that great experience when we were talking. And I told you.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did overtalk me. I said,
I didn't disrespect you.
Yeah, yes, you did. When you overtalked me, you did.
No.
And I kind of tried to say, ma'am, I'm gonna let you talk, but let me say something first. But you know what I'm saying? Yes, you did. But I'm gonna apologize to you. And if I said something, if I had a wrong judgment, I want you to forgive me. I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes. So I'm gonna ask your apology. You didn't ask me for it, so I'm asking you, would you forgive me for things that I said that was not true about you? I'll say that.
Yep.
Okay.
I do forgive you, and I also apologize for over talking you because I don't never come from a place of disrespect.
Okay.
I come from a place of love.
Okay.
And I want everybody to be loved and feel loved. And I feel like if we can't show that, we can't expect for other people to ever, you know what I'm saying? If people don't see it, they ain't never gonna be able to show it.
Correct. You got a big example of what you teach and believe in. That's true. That's true. So your heart clear. I'm ready to get off. I'm ready to get off here so I can go to bed. You know, I got to get up in the morning.
Right, yeah, me too.
So thank you so much, Desiree. I apologize again. Thank you for calling. Don't let this be your last time calling in or commenting things like that. So I'm glad you came back on, clarify some things. We had the perfect tone this time. We was talking, so that was good. You know, that's why I had to. Sometime with me, one thing I'm gonna say about me, I never try to make a decision out of anger. That's me. I'm talking about me. I try to gather my thoughts. I try to gather my emotions before I speak. That's what I try. I'm talking about me now. I ain't talking about nobody else. I can't speak for nobody else. So that's what I try to do in life. I said, Martin, never make a decision out of anger, because sometimes that can cost you a lifetime of pain, a wrong decision. And that's me. That's what the motto I go by. You know, I be angry a lot, but sometimes I said, Lord, let me calm down. Let me think this thing out before I make a decision as to what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say. That's why when you was talking for a while, I just got real quiet. I said, Lord, you let me need to gather my thoughts, because I don't want to get into a shout match with nobody on here. You know, I think I'm an easygoing person. I ain't perfect, but I got perfect love for my brother and my sister. And that's why this platform is for the voiceless. We don't have a voice here in America. You know, most people that's in top positions that can do some help, they afraid or they paid off, or either both, one of the two. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I gotta go. Right. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. Thank you so much.
All right.
Be safe.
Good talking to you.
Likewise.
All right.
All right. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is. Live, uncut.